one last detail I wanted to assist you to is that when you're rolling the mandala and you roll into the diamond of the legs and you fold the diamonds and you go to heaven and then you start releasing the mandala to fall back, there will be a tendency that your torso wants to go up and forward. And if that happens, it will lock your hips a little bit. So I just want to show you what that means for you, okay? Let me see, what would be the best way to show it to you, the angle? I think that the angle is going to be, I'm going to show you this way and then I'll do the other angle. Both ways, so you can see it from here. So the movement, as you know, you go in through the moon, beautiful, which is the opening of the heart through you to the crown, the releasing of the transversals, the passing through the spine, and now the rolling through it. Wonderful. And now, this is the place that I want you to be. When you get to heaven and infinity and you start rolling, right here, there will be a tendency that you may want to do this. You may want to go up and forward. And if you do that, which will be the first reflex for you to go, what you will do is that you will lock the hip joints into the lower back and then your torso will crystallize itself forward. So what I want you to do is that when you're rolling, as you practice, begins to notice that you enter the metrics again, and when you arrive to infinity, you are extended, but don't push yourself forward with your shoulders and your torso. Allow just to be natural, and you will notice, to your surprise, that everything is much easier than you may think it is, because everything is much more simultaneously connected within. So I'm going to do it one more time from this way, and then I'm going to do the other side a little bit. And now I'm going to do it. I want you to observe that when I roll, that when I arrive to infinity, my torso is not going to be all the way up here, but I'm going to be just like transversally connected without big deal. Okay, so we go 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and go into the moon. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at the diamond, extending through horizon, high horizon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This is the moment when you get to here. You see, my torso is soft here. I am here. Beautiful. Make sure that you are not here, but here, because then if you're here, the crown can engage you into the mandala. Yeah. Remember that if you get here, you are not going to be able to move the neck. See, your neck is back, so you can't open the torso. So just at ease here in infinity is a good practice for you to think about the difference of infinity being here as opposed as being there. See, one is pushing back to go up, the other one is just passing through the transversal. Loose, loose, loose. It will take a little while because the muscles usually are accustomed to push to sense placement, but after you begin to pass through and extend, you will notice that it's more an internal relationship than an external force. Wonderful. Just one more detail about this movement. In the practice, in the preparation, and also in this movement, it's important that we understand at what point is the spine mostly balanced when you are in the rolling. And that is important because then once you begin to become clear of where is the point of balance in the thoracic vertebra and the rolling, when you return from the mandala, you will be able to really connect to the neck very, very easy. What I mean by that is this is like that. Remember that in the preparation, you support yourself with your arms when you're going back. So from the moon, you just bring yourself back and you're here, and this is and then as soon as you can, you allow yourself to go to heaven. Okay, now, this is important because you see my neck is free here. What is supporting you now is actually a little bit of the scapulas and more the thoracic vertebra. The neck and the head, if you feel like you're too much up into the neck, it's not good because the neck is extending from the back and you're not extending through. So remember that the point of sensation from the spine will be mostly right here where you're balanced. You are not balanced at the top of the neck, but this point. So if you use your arms in the beginning to find the vertebrae and everything, become clear. Said, I wanted to balance at the center, upper center of the spine, but not in shoulders, not in the neck and the top of the shoulders. Because what that does is it overextends the neck and the back, but then it shrinks the front. So you're extending through the neck. So just when you're paying attention to that, it will help you in the whole movement. Because now, when we go to the movement, the actual movement itself, and we go to the moon, and we go above the crown, and we extend through the centers and legs, and then you create in the sun, assist you to roll, and you arrive here, and you bend in, you see, the neck is still free, you are extending. So now, this is the point that I want you to accentuate, that when you start rolling here, the first reflex wants that your neck wants to go forward. Once you start rolling, your neck wants to go forward with your neck and head. And what you want to do is not that. Come through the centers. So, another form of saying, when you're rolling through, get into the sun, come back into here, and when you start rolling, allow the center, the neck and the head, to come on up first, and then the neck and the head help you to come up. So remember that the first intention is going to go neck up and head forward. And you are not going to do that. You are going to allow the circle to bring you back. Okay? So I'll do it one more time as it is, so you can see it. You go to the moon, which is opening the heart and the center, opening the transversals, extending inside of the centers, finding the mandala, folding the mandala, and an open diamond, going to moon and heaven. And now you see, in the moment that I extended, my head is free and neck. So the head and neck is the other side of the movement. Bring me up from here, up into infinity. So my spine is bring me all the way up to go to the mandala. Yeah, it's wonderful.